Building an Amazon business that runs like clockwork and generates you profits every single day is going to be a difficult task if you're not using the right tools. Unlike other businesses out there, an Amazon FBA one doesn't require you to invest in that many. And best of all, you can get all the apps needed to help you start and run a six-figure business for less than $50 per month. And that is ridiculously cheap when you add up all the value that you're getting and the additional sales that they're going to allow you to generate. Since I started selling in 2018, I've reviewed pretty much every type of tool that there is. And in doing that, I've learned which ones are worth getting and which ones aren't. These days, I regularly use around 9 different apps that help me to manage my FBA business. So in this video, I wanted to share with you what they are and why you should get them if you're serious about running a profitable and long-lasting company. If you're looking to become a 7-figure seller on Amazon, then you need to make sure that whatever product you're going to sell, it's got demand from customers, it's profitable, and it's suitable for selling on the Amazon platform. Fortunately, there's no guesswork needed with these because they're all things that you can verify before placing an order with the help of a tool named Helium 10. Without me using Helium 10, there's no doubt that my business would have been able to grow to the 120K of monthly revenues that it's currently generating. So it really is an essential app to get. In total, there are around 10 different tools that you get as soon as you register with Helium 10. The best ones being a tool named Xero, which allows you to see exactly how much money any seller of your choosing is making on Amazon, and a tool named Blackbox, which will give you thousands of product ideas to sell, some of which are ones that you'll probably never have come across before, as they're pretty weird. If you're a complete beginner with Amazon FBA, then the great thing is that the Helium 10 app is actually free for a certain number of searches per month. So that means you can have a go at seeing how much certain sellers are making before you decide whether you want to progress and invest in the tool. If you do want to register to take advantage of all of the tools that Helium 10 has, then you can use my discount link below this video so that you can get started for as little as $15. When it comes to sourcing and then contacting suppliers, all of the tools that I use are just apps that I access on my phone. For finding and initially reaching out to suppliers, I use the Alibaba app. And then for negotiating and follow-up discussions, I use WeChat, which is essentially the Chinese version of WhatsApp, which your supplier is much more likely to have. Messaging these guys on WeChat can be a great way to get replies quickly and also work on your relationship. So it's an essential app to get. Whilst it is free, it's invite only. So in order to get it, you'll need to ask a supplier to invite you or ask around in the Facebook groups. For paying suppliers, my choice goes to Wise, which makes the process incredibly simple and above all, cheap. Most suppliers will want to be paid in US dollars, and Wise offers rates that are more or less the same as what you'll find on Google, with minimal fees. If you register for a borderless business account using the link below this video, you'll also get a £500 fee-free transfer, which basically allows you to send money to your supplier without any fees, boosting profit margins even more. One of my favorite tools that I use to manage my business is Shopkeeper, which is a tool that calculates my Amazon FBA profits to the cent every single day without making any mistakes. Whilst that might not sound that impressive, it actually is a rare occurrence in the FBA world to find a profit tool that can calculate your profits accurately. And that is basically because running an FBA business includes a ton of charges and fees. So a lot of these profit tools just struggle to collect them all and calculate profit accurately. And calculating and understanding profit is essential if you're running any type of business, regardless of whether it's an Amazon one or not. Now, the great thing about Shopkeeper is that it allows you to check exactly how much profit you're making, whether you're on your computer or your phone. And if you do download the phone app, there's the option to get a notification every time you make a sale. And that gives you that little boost of happiness every time you increase your pile of passive profits. Shopkeeper is a really important app to get if you're currently an Amazon seller, because the worst thing that could happen is you're happily selling away, and then at the end of the quarter or the year, you get told by your accountant that you've actually been running at a big fat loss. So Shopkeeper is a tool that will help you immediately understand if there are any issues with you making money with your business, which you can then put right before things get out of control. It's also got tools on inventory planning and management, which helps you to stay in stock at all times. So it's an essential app to have for any seller, and you can get it for as little as $20 per month. To increase my sales and profits even more, I have a Shopify store, and people generally find that through searching on Google or through a customer recommending them. So there's no ad cost for me. If you're going to be setting up one of these stores, then you should expect your sales volumes to be lower than with Amazon, unless of course you advertise, but that's to be expected given the insane amounts of traffic that Amazon gets every single day. But with that said, any sale that I make on Shopify has a profit margin of over 60%, because there's no Amazon fee to pay and I'm not paying to advertise either. So that makes having a side store for me, just for getting repeat customers and recommendations, absolutely essential. Setting up a web store with Shopify is something that I'd recommend you do if you have more than 2 products. And that's because it's a bit pricier than other options out there, but has the most functionality. If you have just a single product, instead, I'd recommend you to use Wix, which is exactly what I started to use when I first began selling. Both of these sites have really easy interfaces, which means that you can start to build a store in a few hours with no experience whatsoever. And once it's done, they're very little work overall to maintain. Wix starts from around $12 a month, and Shopify starts from around $30. It's probably one of the most boring parts of running a business, but keeping records of your accounts is going to be really important if you want to make sure that you're not overpaying on tax. To help me and my accountant with this, I use 2 apps, Xero and Link My Books. Xero is a great tool that is mainly going to be used by your accountant, and it integrates with all of your bank accounts so that it can understand exactly what your income and your expenses are. Starting at £7 a month, it's a bargain when you think of how much time it's going to save you, as well as money when it comes to accounting bills, and it's going to help you keep your records as you go along, so you won't lose track of your income and your expenses. But the real life-saving app for me is Link My Books, which connects Xero to my Amazon account, and in doing that, it keeps a record of every single sale that I make, as well as all of Amazon's fees. I used to try to do this part myself, but honestly, I wasted so much time and energy, and I just ended up downloading the wrong files for my accountant, which also wasted their time. So I made the switch, and for £9 a month, I've never looked back. If you're wondering what the difference is between Shopkeeper, Xero, and Link My Books, Shopkeeper is basically a tool that you'll use every single day to see how many units you've sold, which products have sold the most, and how much profit each of those products have made, as well as helping you with inventory management. Whereas Xero and Link My Books are tools that will mainly be used by your accountant in order to calculate your tax and see how much profit you're making, accounting profit, every single month. So that was a summary of my Amazon FBA tech stack, all of the apps that I use and recommend to run a 7-figure business pretty much off my phone. I'll put direct links with free trials and discount links if I have them below this video, so make sure you check them out if you want to make your business more efficient, more profitable, and above all, less stressful to run. If you guys have any recommendations of tools that you use to run your own businesses, then let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys next time.